the 5 countries which you should invest in agriculture, okay, on the African continent. The number 1 country on my list is Nigeria, and of course that's obvious, right? Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa with over 206 million people. I mean, come to think of it, those are just mouths ready to eat, guys. So whatever you do in Nigeria is going to thrive. They are always in lack of food, and the good thing is their climate is also very good because they are kind of like a tropical area, right? So they have a very good climate for crops cultivation, like rice, like plantains, like potatoes. I mean, you can just name it. So whatever you try growing in Nigeria is going to do so well. Same thing for animal farming, like cattle, pigs, snail farms, and all this. They strive so well. So because of their population, there is always a market. There is always a need for that. And also agriculture provides like 41% of the GDP of Nigeria. So the government is also taking that very seriously, right? Very seriously. Don't joke with agriculture, because it's kind of like, gives like, a huge part of their GDP comes from agriculture. And as well, Nigeria has a very large surface area, and there are just so much land to be cultivated. Unlike other countries that have a small surface area, so many people. Nigeria has so many people, but the surface area is quite big as well. So there is still a lot of land to be cultivated, and if you do anything in Nigeria, believe me, it's going to strive in terms of agriculture. Okay, country number 2, we have Ethiopia. Yes, Ethiopia is the second largest country in terms of population in Africa. Like the second most populated country. That's how to put it. The second most populated country with over 112 million people. That's so much business for food, guys. Anything you do in this country concerning food is going to work. And the Ethiopian government also has a lot of support and incentives for agricultural farmers, and there is a lot of course, so much arable land, and you can always come in and get started at any time. Okay, country number 3, I decided to pick Angola. Why? Because acquiring land in Angola is quite easy. Land is cheap out there, and Angola has more than 60 million hectares of land that is still wanting to be cultivated. Like nobody has ever cultivated it. And Angola has what we call one of the lowest population density per square meter, like just 8 people per kilometer. So it implies that unlike other African countries, it has most of Angola is land to be cultivated. Okay, so if you're thinking of coming to Africa, then you should also have Angola on your list. Fourth on my list here is Zambia. Zambia, true, is a small country, but the reason why I chose Zambia is because their government has a lot in store for investors in that area, right? People who want to invest in agriculture, their government has put in place so many different programs just to help that sector grow. Like on a year-on-year basis, the government puts in about 10 to 20% of the national budget goes to investing directly in agriculture, like providing subsidies, like providing tools and things for big farmers in the country to keep producing more. You understand? So Zambia is a country where they're like come in and invest in agriculture. So that's why they're on my list. Also, though Zambia is a landlocked country, it has like 8 different countries around it. We have Tanzania, Angola, and so on and so forth. So this gives, they're like open to a wide market out of Zambia. Not only in Zambia, they have markets all over the sub-region. You understand? So if you cultivate anything, then be ready that you're going to sell to like 8 other countries, including Zambia. That's 9. So that gives a wide market for your product, for your agricultural product, right? So what are you waiting for? Head right now to Zambia and start doing the business. Now, I'm going to talk about point number 5, or the 5th country, which that is my country, Cameroon. I would say here that I decided to favor my country somehow. Like, I need to sell my country too. But the truth is that Cameroon, I live here and I do agricultural business here. I've got hectares of farms as well here, and I'll tell you that the soil in Cameroon is something else. Remember, we have like the highest mountain, Mount Cameroon in Fako, and this comes with a lot of volcanic soil, which is good for just anything. So the soil all over the country, believe me, it's perfect. You plant anything here in Cameroon, it's going to grow. And also, land is cheap. I've acquired land here, I tell you this, agricultural land is cheap. With just as low as $50, you can lease a land, you can lease 1 hectare of land for like 1 year. So I'm telling you this, guys, it's quite cheap. And Cameroonians are not complicated when it comes to acquiring land, right? The procedures are there. If you're a foreigner, you just follow your paperwork, and the land is yours. And one of the ways that we also do is we go to the rural areas, we talk to the chiefs, and they give us land to farm, because by the time you bring in all the farming equipment and tools, and you bring the technology, the village will also benefit from that. So this is a very good business in Cameroon. So you can invest in Cameroon and you're going to have a huge return.